backlash for comments about the LGBTQ plus community that he made in his Netflix stand-up special to close it. Now, check out what he said in our country, you can shoot and kill an N-word, but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings. Well, the National Black Justice Coalition is just one of the several high-profile organizations asking Netflix to pull the special. The organization released this statement with 2021 on track to be the deadliest year on record for transgender people in the United States, the majority of whom are Black transgender people. Netflix should know better. Have y'all checked out the Netflix special? What are your thoughts on what he said? And I also have Dave Chappelle's response. We can get into that after your thoughts. What are your thoughts on this part so far? Al, what do you think?
So, I went back and watched the whole thing because I had only watched clips, but I still feel the same way. I feel like in this, I don't govern comedians the same way I govern other people, When I looked at it again, he was equally rude to Asians. He was equally rude to Black people. He was equally rude to the women's movement, the Me Too movement. He really ran down that field with that. He was equally rude to Jews. He was equally rude to white people. And I kept listening attentively to figure out where do we draw the line and where we can be outraged about one, but not outraged about the other. And I just still feel like I felt on Wednesday. I felt like it's par for the course. He's a comedian. He makes you laugh. Nothing's off limits. I think, though, in Dave's offense, remember in his San Francisco comedy act, he had a trans woman. He chose a trans woman to open the act for him. So I don't know. Funky, what are your thoughts on this?
I really just don't know what to feel. I read a line in the story that said Dave's brand has become synonymous with transphobia. You know what I'm saying? And I said last week, this was intentional. Dave knew this was coming. We're fully aware of what racial and political climate we're in, whether that's right, wrong, or indifferent. You knew this was coming down the pipeline and you chose to do it anyway. He didn't care, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you knew this was gonna come. I mean, handle it. And one thing I do like about Dave Chappelle is that he has no problem standing in his word. So, I mean, I respect him and commend him for that. But I also think at this point, Dave, all right, we get it. You've told the trans and gay jokes, leave it alone.
So let me ask you this, though. This is what I'm concerned about. So why is it, though, that we want him canceled for having trans jokes? Why don't we use that same energy for these white designers that continuously year in and year out disrespect us with the black faces and the nooses and stuff? Why can't we cancel them from off a New York Fashion Week show or off of a Paris Fashion Week show or off of a Milan Fashion Week show? Why don't we use the same energy there than what the LGBTQ plus community does in an instance like this?
I'll tell you why. Because Black people, and this is something what we do, we are much harder on each other than we'll ever be to the white man. As much as we can sit here and deny it, we will be mad at each other for doing something, and then a white man will come along that we like their fashions, and we will be mad for a week, and then we go back to supporting. I feel like I watched that special right when it came out, and he did make fun of everybody. And if we want true equal rights, guess what? We all gonna get it. Black women gonna get it. White men gonna get it. Jews gonna get it. Right. Christians gonna get it. We all gonna get it. And actually, equal rights doesn't mean you get preferential rights. It means you get equal rights. And guess what? In comedy, everyone gets it. If he's singling out someone and constantly just coming for the neck, I totally feel like that's bullying. That's not right. But I just don't know where we draw the line where we can make fun of everybody but. Or is everybody open? Y'all can make fun of us. We can't make fun of y'all. Like, I don't know, but I feel like we're getting away from, do we want equality or do we want something different? And I didn't see the hate, and I didn't see hate in it. But then again, that's not my community. So I guess it's not my job to say that. If you felt hate, one of y'all felt hate, then I have to respect that.
I think the comparison is apples to oranges. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't like that question. I don't like it because I think it's very divisive. I think what it does is in turn makes this group over here that's already upset because of whatever trauma that they're dealing with now turn on this group and eat them. Why are y'all getting so much attention for y'all's cause, but I'm not getting no attention for my cause? When we ought to be celebrating that anybody marginalized is getting attention. I don't like that question at all.
Which question are you referring to?
Why do we get mad with the gay stuff, but we don't get mad with the black stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, both are issues. Both are issues that deserve to be a champion, but I just don't like the divisiveness that question. That question gets asked a lot in the media. Oh, y'all care about the gays, but y'all don't care about black folks. And I keep telling people, it's not, the gay community does not make the strides that they make because they're gay. Let's be clear. The gay community makes the strides that they make because the community is comprised of white men. All right. Let's be perfectly clear. It is white men in power that are driving whatever strides that the gay community are making.
Okay. That's a very, very valid point. So let me go ahead and read Dave Chappelle's response. He said, if this is what being canceled is about, I love it. I don't know what to tell you, except I'm a bad mother effer. F Twitter, F NBC News, F ABC News, all these stupid networks. Chappelle said he did not say F FOXSOUL, so he's still right. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you. This is real life. So he's like you said, Funky. He's standing in what he said. He's not going to go to give a fake apology, and I respect that.
I respect that to the utmost.
All right. Well, moving on. I think I have a feeling that this is going to be something that will probably be in the news
for a little while.
And you know, Claudia, I'm gonna say one more thing before we move on. There was a gay Samson McCormick. He's been on FOXSOUL before. Gay comedian. He made a very valid point. He said, "We already know what Dave Chappelle is about, right? We already know what his jokes about. Don't watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't watch. Right. If it's not for you, don't watch. I don't understand why people tune into stuff that they know is going to upset them. It's really that simple. Don't watch."
That's true. We all have choices. And, you know, instead of, I think the easier choice is turning it instead of trying to force someone to change how they are or what they think or how they feel. You don't have to watch. Problem solved, right?
Yeah. In my book.